Now that I've got this information filled in the bill of material, I can start working on that blower table weldment to start making a drawing out of that. So let's just get over to the table here and make drawing from part, and we'll choose the regular drawing template with another B-sized drawing, and get that template ready. And we'll choose the front view here to start with, and I'll just plunk that down, and I go into my sheet and make sure that we've got third angle projection, and everything looks the way we want it. This is going to be the welding drawing. So before we created the general arrangement, now what we're doing is creating a welding drawing for the table. So this will give us basically all the general dimensions of the table, the materials we're going to use in the table, and it's going to call out the details that we have to make, the gussets, all the special pieces, and it's also going to identify the components we're going to use. So we'll just set up some quick views, projected views for the top of the table and the end, like so. And just like in the general arrangement, I want to get a bill of material in there, so let's just insert tables, a bill of materials. Actually, I made a mistake there. I should be putting a cut list in, because a cut list will have, let's just get rid of that bill and change this to a cut list. The cut list will already have a lot of my parts listed from the weld, because we turn this into a weldment right from the very beginning. Just makes our life a bit easier. Let's take a look and see what we created in the beginning. When we made that weldment, we created all these descriptions as we went along, and now they can be sorted in a more orderly fashion. So we can see that we have HSS, hollow structural sections. We have square tubes here, which are showing the wrong description, which we have to edit. Those are ones that I probably missed. And there's some plates, and you see here there's 1/4 inch plate, 1/2 inch plate, 1/4 inch plate. We could certainly sort those so it's easy for the guy who's purchasing the plate to put together his purchase order, and also easy for the fitter to see how much of each size of plate he's got to cut. So basically that's what you do. You're setting up the bill of material in such a way that it makes it easy for the people who have to order the material and have to work with the material. Once you've done that, I can put some balloons on, let's start with this one here, so that we can identify the parts and be able to tell which ones we need to edit. Now we're going to have to make some details here. Some of the parts we don't need to detail. For example, these legs are just straight cut pieces of hollow structural section. They only need to be cut to length. There's no need to detail that. But this gusset, for example, is a triangular shape. We want to show or detail that to show what kind of a shape and size it is. There's also these feet, these support feet, which have tapped holes in them for leveling pads. They'll need to be detailed as well. So we'll probably use a second page in this particular drawing to show all the details that we need for this weldment. But it looks like the majority of things will just be cut pieces of metal, which we can list in the cut list, the bill of material here. Now, just like in the general arrangement, we use the bill of material or cut list to systematically go through each part to make sure we've got everything done that we need to do. The first item here is this HSS 3x3x35 That's one of the width pieces. That's actually this piece here. We can first of all just put a balloon on there and make sure that's number 1. Now we can take a look at it, and the first thing to identify is how long a piece do we need to cut. So it guides us into the type of dimensions we have to put. So I'll put the length dimension on there, and we just get that set up. Now I'll have to adjust these dimensions. We don't want to have 3 decimal place accuracy on a weldment. We want to have most likely fractional dimensions that no more than a 32nd of an inch plus or minus will be fine for cutting the pieces. But in this case, this piece will have to be detailed because it's miter cut, so we have to show those 2 miters. We can't just cut it on the saw, so we need a detail for that. And to do that, we need to set up a second drawing sheet where we can start putting all the details.